Hello, my name is Ian Cullen, and you're watching The Big Picture.
This classic tale of knights and dragons sees a young farmer trained to avenge the death of his father, who was slain by a fire-breathing dragon. The Big Picture sat down with the stars of the movie to find out more about this special effects extravaganza.
Where are your people?
Dead.
Sorry. How?
Dragon.
My name is Nicola Posner and I play Kate Sterling in Dawn of the Dragonslayer. She's very upfront, she's a very independent young lady. I think because of the fact that she grew up in a convent, she has that sense of adventure about her.
Gifts, Will. Like the gifts of the paladin.
Paladin? There's no such thing.
Baron Sterling was an English baron living in Ireland who's fallen on hard times, and so he tended to be rather irascible and unreasonable, basically ashamed of the fact that he couldn't provide for his daughter what he would like to provide for her.
Dragons aren't magical any more than the men who vanquished them. They can be slaughtered like any other beast. We'll do it now, like they did it then.
I'm not sure what it is about dragons that makes it so popular, but I'm a fan of that particular moment in, not necessarily history and mythology, and I just love the magical aspects of it.
It's deeply in our psyche to be aware of dragons, rather like ghosts and other things. They're part of our nature. We don't mock them because they might turn up and bite us. You know? Rather like fairies and elves and leprechauns and all that sort of stuff. Could just be true.
The fight sequences, it was a great process, especially for myself, Maggie and Ian, because we were just onlookers. We found it terribly exciting. So there's Phil and Rich, Rogan and Will, tied with rope with a very well choreographed fight sequence. But to get the precise shots that Anne, the director, wanted, it was quite challenging. They had to do it quite a few times. But I do think the overall look looks very good.
Yeah, there's a terrific amount of action in the movie, apart from the dragon burning people up and generally flying around us having to fight the dragon. The two characters, Rogan and Will, who are at loggerheads, they have some terrific fight scenes.
No one comes close to a dragon without dying. Unless, of course, they slay the beast themselves.
The relationship with her father's quite up and down. She wants to do what Baron Sterling says, her father, but at the same time she's independent, and I think she thinks she knows what's best for her.
Kate! Kate, get back! Kate, get back!
We did have quite a few fun scenes. There's a slap in there somewhere and a sword, but other than that relationship with my father, it was brilliant to work alongside.
But I think she was a bit scared in that scene because I really went for it. I seem to remember lifting that sword. I think she thought she was going to get stuck with the sword.
Robert!
Every place you looked, the view was just incredible. And the castles, they were actual ruins. It was the real deal, no CGI. It was amazing. It was quite haunting being in those places.
The castle itself was a ruin. There are lots of ruined castles scattered all over Ireland.
The CGI, when I first saw it, I was taken back, but in a very good way. I didn't expect it to look so realistic. I think there's a shot in the trailer where the dragon's clinging on to the side of the castle, and yeah, I was very, very excited to see that because it's just that extra element, especially because you don't see these moments when you're acting alongside them. There was a bit of blue screen involved and looking in certain directions, so it was wonderful to see it all put in place. And the director of Dawn of the Dragonslayer, Anne K. Black, I think she's a fantastic director and she was lovely to work with. It's very exciting that it's just won Best Fantasy Film over in LA. I think that's hopefully just the beginning and there's many more awards to come.
So why do the stars think audiences will enjoy the film?
Because I'm in it. Why else?
She has a life of wealth and privilege ahead of her, and you'd snatch that away from her? That's not love! You're too far beneath her, boy!
I think everyone should go and see Dawn of the Dragonslayer because it's a fantastic adventure film. It's got all the aspects that you look for when wanting to be entertained. It's got the romance, it's got the action, it's got the adventure, it's got fantastic actors involved, and the people behind the scenes have just made it look visually so stunning. It's just pure entertainment.
Very few have all gifts, but all have one. And that's a little bit of devilry.
Dawn of the Dragonslayer is released on Blu-ray and DVD on February the 13th.